As we journey past the age of 60, many of us begin to notice a subtle change, something we never really thought about when we were younger. Our muscles just don't feel as strong. Perhaps your legs tire more quickly on a walk, or that familiar flight of stairs at home suddenly feels a little steeper. Maybe carrying the groceries in from the car feels heavier than it used to. This isn't just about strength. It's about our independence, our confidence, and the precious ability to live life fully on our own terms. But I have some wonderful news for you. Nature has given us powerful, simple ways to help restore that strength and rebuild muscle naturally. Today, I want to share 3 healing teas that you can start drinking daily to help you walk strong again. And to make this incredibly practical, I'm also going to show you a simple 30-second test you can do right in your living room to track your progress. Stick with me because we'll also cover the exact way to prepare these teas for the best results, and I'll share some crucial safety information you absolutely need to know. By the end of this video, you will have a complete daily plan you can start tomorrow.
First, let's talk about what's happening inside our bodies. After the age of 60, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle mass. The medical term for this is sarcopenia, a condition that affects an estimated 30% of people over 60 and more than half of those over 80 years old. Think of your muscles like a savings account for your strength. Throughout our younger years, we make plenty of deposits through activity and diet, building a strong reserve. But as we get older, our body's metabolism shifts and it starts making more withdrawals than deposits. This is because the rate at which our muscle breaks down begins to outpace the rate at which we can build new muscle. Over time, this imbalance leads to weakness, poor balance, and a dramatically higher risk of falls and fractures. Have you noticed this in your own life? Let me know in the comments if this sounds familiar to you. So, let's get a sense of where you are right now with a simple check you can do at home. This is the 30-second chair stand test, a scientifically validated test used by doctors and physical therapists to measure leg strength and endurance in older adults. Here's how you do it. First, find a sturdy chair that doesn't have armrests and place it firmly against a wall so it won't slide. Sit in the middle of the chair, not leaning back, with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder-width apart. Now cross your arms over your chest, and when you say go, start a timer for 30 seconds and see how many times you can stand up to a full straight position and then sit all the way back down. Now this next part is the most important rule of the test. You cannot use your arms to push off from your legs or the chair. If you have to use your hands at any point, the test stops and your score is recorded as 0. A score of 0 isn't just a low number. It's a very important sign that your lower body strength is below the level needed for many basic daily activities and needs immediate attention. So, what do the numbers mean? Let's look at an example. For a man between the ages of 70 and 74, a score below 12 is considered below average. For a woman in that same age group, a score below 10 is considered below average. According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, these below-average scores directly correspond to an increased risk for falls. But please don't think of this as a judgment. This is simply our starting line. It gives us a number we can work to improve. A primary reason this muscle loss happens is a fascinating condition called anabolic resistance. In simple terms, this means that as we age, our muscles become less responsive to the protein we eat. A serving of protein that would have easily triggered muscle building when we were younger now has a much smaller, blunted effect. To overcome this, there is a powerful scientific consensus from expert groups all over the world, including the European Society for Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism. The conclusion is clear. Older adults need to eat more protein than the standard recommendations to achieve the same muscle-building results in older adults. So, how much more? Leading expert groups recommend a simple, powerful goal. Aim for 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein with each meal. This specific amount has been shown in clinical studies to be the threshold needed to overcome that anabolic resistance and successfully trigger muscle protein synthesis in older adults. So what does 25 to 30 grams of protein actually look like on a plate? It's simpler than you might think. It could be a palm-sized chicken breast, which has about 25 grams of protein. It could be 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt, which provides around 24 grams of protein. Or for a plant-based option, about 1.5 cups of cooked lentils will give you 27 grams of protein. Meeting this protein goal can be a new habit for many. I'd love to learn from you all. What is your favorite way to add protein to your breakfast? Share it in the comments below to help our community with new and delicious ideas. Our first healing beverage is one many of you already know and love, green tea. Now, you've likely heard that green tea is healthy, but I want to explain exactly how it works to protect your muscles. Green tea is packed with powerful compounds called catechins, and the most important one is known as EGCG. Think of EGCG as a protective shield for your muscle cells. It's a potent antioxidant that helps fight off the cellular damage and inflammation that come with aging, which are key drivers of muscle loss. But this brings us to a fascinating problem that scientists call the bioavailability paradox. While EGCG shows incredible promise in laboratory studies, its benefits in the human body are often limited by one critical hurdle. It's exceptionally fragile. When you drink green tea, the EGCG is stable in the acid of your stomach, but as it enters the non-acidic, alkaline environment of your small intestine, it is rapidly destroyed. In fact, scientific studies have shown that under these conditions, less than 20% of the catechins you drink actually survive to be absorbed by your body. It's like a valuable package getting damaged in transit before it can ever be delivered. But don't worry, because there is a simple, scientifically proven way to protect it. This brings us to the most important part: how to prepare your green tea to get the absolute most out of every cup. It all comes down to 2 simple details: the temperature and a special ingredient. First, the perfect brew. To get the most EGCG without making your tea bitter, you must brew it right. Scientific studies have identified a sweet spot by measuring both EGCG content and taste. The optimal method is to use water heated to 85 degrees Celsius or 185 degrees Fahrenheit and steep the tea for exactly 3 minutes. This temperature is a perfect balance. It's hot enough to efficiently extract the EGCG, but it also releases a wonderful amino acid called L-theanine, which gives green tea its savory umami flavor and helps counteract bitterness. It is critical that you do not use boiling water. Research shows that brewing at temperatures above 90 degrees Celsius or 194 degrees Fahrenheit can actually begin to damage and destroy the very EGCG you're trying to extract. Second, the absorption booster. Here is a fantastic science-backed trick to protect that EGCG on its journey through your digestive system. Add a squeeze of fresh lemon juice to your tea. The vitamin C in the lemon acts like a bodyguard for the catechins. It helps keep the tea acidic as it enters your intestine, creating a protective shield that prevents the EGCG from being destroyed by the change in pH. The results are astonishing. In lab studies that perfectly simulate human digestion, adding citrus juice allowed 80% of the tea's catechins to survive. That's a 4-fold increase compared to drinking tea by itself. And interestingly, research suggests that citrus juices are even more effective than vitamin C alone, likely due to an entourage effect from other beneficial compounds in the whole fruit working together. If you found that simple brewing tip helpful, please take a moment to press the like button. It tells YouTube that this information is valuable, which helps my channel reach and help more people just like you. Now, a couple of important safety notes. Remember, green tea naturally contains some caffeine. If you're sensitive to it, I recommend enjoying your green tea before 2 p.m. to avoid any disruption to your sleep. And this is crucial. If you are taking a blood thinner like warfarin, also known as Coumadin, you must speak with your doctor before making green tea a daily habit. Green tea contains vitamin K, which can affect how that medication works, so it's very important to have that conversation with your healthcare provider to ensure it's safe for you.
Our next healing beverage is a true gift from nature, a powerful root that has been used as medicine for thousands of years: ginger tea. If you find yourself feeling stiff and sore, perhaps from arthritis or old injuries that act up, I want you to think of ginger as a natural fire extinguisher for your body. The stiffness in your joints, the aches in your muscles, these are often signs of chronic, low-grade inflammation. Ginger contains potent active compounds called gingerols, which act like natural fire extinguishers inside your body, calming that inflammation so your tissues can heal instead of constantly being under attack. But ginger's benefits for our muscles don't stop there. It also works as a powerful circulatory booster. Imagine the blood vessels leading to your muscles are like small garden hoses. Ginger gently helps to widen these hoses, allowing more blood to flow through. This improved circulation is vital as it delivers more oxygen and nutrients directly to your muscle tissues, helping them repair, rebuild, and stay strong. This means more stamina for your daily walks and faster recovery from activities like gardening or playing with your grandchildren. To get these wonderful benefits, it's important to use the right amount. For a potent therapeutic cup of tea, clinical research supports a daily dose of about 1 to 2 grams of fresh ginger. To put that in your kitchen terms, 1 gram is roughly equivalent to 1 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. Simply add that to a cup of water, bring it to a simmer, and let it steep gently for at least 10 minutes to fully extract its medicinal properties. While the FDA recognizes up to 4 grams of ginger daily as safe, staying in that 1 to 2 gram range for regular use is a fantastic therapeutic window. And here is a wonderful tip to create a true healing powerhouse. For an extra anti-inflammatory kick, add a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric and just a tiny pinch of black pepper while your ginger is simmering. The black pepper contains a compound that helps your body absorb the active ingredient in turmeric, creating a potent, synergistic brew. Now, this next part is extremely important because while ginger is natural, it is also powerful medicine. Please talk to your doctor before making ginger a daily habit if you fall into one of these 3 groups. If you have a history of gallstones, the primary risk here is often misunderstood. Ginger strongly stimulates the liver to produce more bile. If you have a gallstone that is blocking a bile duct, this increase in bile production can build up pressure behind the blockage and cause severe pain, a condition known as biliary colic. For this reason, individuals with a known history of gallstones should avoid therapeutic doses of ginger. If you take blood pressure medication, ginger can naturally lower blood pressure because it works as a natural calcium channel blocker, a mechanism similar to common blood pressure medications like amlodipine or verapamil. If you take ginger along with your prescribed medication, it could have an additive effect, causing your blood pressure to drop too low. It is essential that you monitor your blood pressure closely and discuss this with your doctor. If you take blood thinners like warfarin, the evidence here is complex, but the potential risk is severe. There are multiple documented case reports of patients on stable warfarin therapy who started taking ginger supplements and developed dangerously high INR levels, which is a measure of how long it takes blood to clot. In one case, a 70-year-old woman saw her INR level jump from a safe 2.7 to a hazardous 8.0 after starting a ginger supplement, placing her at high risk for a major bleed. For your safety, I strongly advise patients on warfarin to avoid ginger supplements entirely and to speak with their doctor before consuming even regular culinary amounts. Safety is my #1 priority for you. If you know someone who takes medications for any of these conditions, please consider sharing this video with them. It could help them have an important conversation with their doctor and stay safe.
Our final healing tea is the beautiful ruby red hibiscus tea. The rich color of this tea is a clue to its power. I want you to think of your blood vessels as the highways of your body. As we get older, these highways can become stiff and narrow, which makes it harder for blood to flow freely. This is a major reason why so many of us experience weakness in our legs, fatigue when we walk, or swelling in our feet and ankles. When your circulation is poor, your muscles are essentially starving. They can't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong and rebuild. Hibiscus tea works like a gentle mechanic for these highways. It helps to relax and open up your blood vessels so your blood can flow freely again. This remarkable effect comes from its rich content of powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins. Because of this, hibiscus is well studied and known for its ability to help lower blood pressure. It also works as a gentle diuretic, helping your body release excess fluid, which can reduce that heavy, swollen feeling in your legs. In fact, it works in a way that is similar to some blood pressure medications by inhibiting a key enzyme called ACE. Because hibiscus is a natural diuretic, we need to be mindful of staying properly hydrated and keeping our electrolytes in balance. This is very simple to manage. If you enjoy hibiscus tea regularly, just make sure you are also drinking plain water throughout the day. It's also a great idea to include potassium-rich foods in your diet, such as bananas, spinach, or avocado, to help your body maintain that healthy mineral balance. Now, we must talk about safety, and this is a non-negotiable safety warning. Because hibiscus tea is so effective, it can have powerful interactions with certain medications. You must speak to your doctor before drinking it regularly if you take either of these two types of drugs. Diuretics, like hydrochlorothiazide, often called HCTZ. The interaction here is complex. Animal studies show that hibiscus can actually increase the levels of HCTZ in the body. This could amplify the drug's effect and cause your blood pressure to drop too low, which can be dangerous. This requires close medical supervision. ACE inhibitors, such as lisinopril. This is a very serious interaction. Both hibiscus and drugs like lisinopril work by inhibiting that ACE enzyme we talked about, and both can cause your body to retain potassium. Taking them together creates a compounded risk of developing hyperkalemia, which means dangerously high potassium levels in your blood. This condition can seriously affect your heart and is especially risky for anyone with kidney problems. If your doctor advises that hibiscus tea isn't a safe choice for you because of your medications, please do not worry. You can still get those same wonderful circulation-boosting anthocyanins from many common and delicious foods. Some of the very best sources include deeply colored foods like blackberries, wild blueberries, sweet cherries, and red cabbage to help your body maintain that healthy mineral balance. Now, my promise to you is to always provide health information that is both effective and safe. If you value this careful, science-based approach, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos designed to help you live a healthier life. Knowledge is wonderful, but it's action that truly creates change in our health. So let's put everything we've learned together into a simple daily protocol you can begin tomorrow morning. Start your day by waking up your body and your muscles. Begin with a warm cup of green tea with a squeeze of fresh lemon. Remember to prepare it exactly as we discussed to get the most benefit. Use water that is 85 degrees Celsius or 185 degrees Fahrenheit and steep it for just 3 minutes. This precise method isn't just for taste, it's about chemistry. It ensures you're maximizing the EGCG, that protective shield for your muscles, while preventing the high heat from damaging it. The lemon juice then acts as a bodyguard, helping to increase the amount of EGCG that survives digestion by up to 4-fold. While your tea is steeping for those 3 minutes, it's the perfect time to do your 30-second chair stand test. This will not only let you track your progress over time, but also serves as a fantastic little workout to activate your leg muscles for the day ahead. This movement is one of the most basic building blocks of functional strength, mimicking the action of getting out of a car, standing up from the dinner table, or rising from the toilet. If you don't want to time yourself every day, simply perform 10 slow, controlled stands from your chair, focusing on good form without using your hands. After you've had your lunch, enjoy a warm, soothing cup of ginger tea. This timing is excellent, as ginger's natural compounds can help soothe your stomach after your meal, while its anti-inflammatory gingerols get to work reducing the daily aches and pains that might otherwise discourage you from moving. After your tea, I encourage you to take a simple 15-minute walk.
This doesn't have to be fast or strenuous. The goal is gentle, consistent movement. The combination of the ginger tea improving circulation and the walk itself creates a wonderful synergy. Movement is the signal that tells your muscles you need them, and the nutrients from your food and tea are the tools your body uses to respond to that signal. About an hour before you plan to go to sleep, it's time to wind down. Prepare a caffeine-free cup of hibiscus tea, but only if you have confirmed with your doctor that it is safe for you with any medications you may be taking. This beautiful red tea is perfect for the evening, as it helps relax your body, calm your heart, and prepare you for a night of deep, restorative sleep.
Remember, a good night's sleep is not passive time, it is active recovery time, when your body releases growth hormone and performs the vital work of repairing and rebuilding muscle tissue.
Remember, my friends, this plan is not about being perfect every single day. It's about being consistent. Think of it like tending a garden. One day of watering won't make your plants grow, but consistent, daily care will result in a beautiful harvest. Your body is the same. It responds not to grand, infrequent gestures, but to the steady, repeated choices you make every single day. These small actions will build on one another, sending a powerful and undeniable message to your body. It's time to rebuild.
I want you to leave here today with this one powerful thought. You are not destined to get weaker as you get older. That is not a life sentence you have to accept. Your body has a magnificent ability to heal and rebuild at any age. By nourishing it with these simple teas, by feeding your muscles the 25 to 30 grams of protein they need with each meal to overcome anabolic resistance, and by moving your body gently every single day, you are taking back control of your strength and your independence. Your health truly is your greatest wealth. Thank you for spending this time with me today. And as always, no matter what other healthy choices you make, please remember the simplest one of all. Drink plenty of water. Your muscles, your brain, and your entire body will thank you for it. I'll see you in the next video.